If it's a full-throttle tea experience you're looking for, then this is the place for you. Will I give it a perfect score? The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, and the Yummy of Afternoon Tea, Montreal Tea Tour, stop number 5. This afternoon tea was at Lady Porcelain in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. My final stop on my tea tour in Montreal. So, tea friends, the experience is the good here. The owner, Jen, provides quite the lasting impression. I won't tell you all the details, but there are photo ops, etiquette lessons, tea talks, and more that awaits you at Lady Porcelain. If you like a unique tea experience, this venue is definitely for you. That being said, the food was also good. And if I sound surprised, it's because I was surprised. I thought this tea room would be all about the pretty and ignore the importance of good food. I'm glad I was wrong. I had tea for one guest when I visited, so that's what you'll see in this review. This tea room partners with other local businesses for all their food except the cucumber sandwich, which is made in their kitchen. The owner is very keen on supporting other proprietors and even lists the partner businesses on the menu on the website, so if you're local, you can support those businesses too. The savories were all vegetarian and included a cucumber sandwich, a leek quiche, a beetroot tartare verrine, a vegetarian puff pastry like a sausage roll, and a flower with spinach and artichoke dip inside. Although I am not a big fan of beets, they were cut up super small and had a mixture of nuts and goat cheese with them. The vegetarian sausage roll was really tasty, and the quiche and cucumber sandwiches were also good. I was trepidatious about eating the flower with the dip inside. I can't say I've ever eaten a flower like this before, but Jen assured me it was edible, and hey, I survived it. It actually tasted quite interesting, and I enjoyed trying something new. For scones, each guest receives 2 scones, which are served with real clotted cream, and today it was raspberry jam. I was served a lemon poppy seed and a caramel scone. I chose to eat the caramel scone with the cream and the jam. The scone itself was tasty, a good texture, and I enjoyed it. I asked and found out that they are serving the green label jar of clotted cream imported from the UK. This is a common one served here in Ontario as well, and is certainly authentic. I was also told that it was endless cream and jam, and was offered more for my second scone, which I did not eat while I was there. I think if you're a table of 2, you'd be served 4 different scone flavors, and your server would likely suggest that you share them all so you can try all 4 flavors. Overall, their scone tier was certainly good. For sweets, I received a passion fruit donut, a key lime tart with graham cracker crust, a chocolate bonbon, and a macaron, which was a red velvet, apparently. These sweets also tasted good, well, except the macaron. There was nothing wrong with it, I'm just not a fan of these silly cookies. I loved the flavor and consistency of the key lime tart. I enjoyed the soft texture of the donut. And the chocolate bonbon was also delicious and super cute, shaped like a heart. I think I might have received an extra sweet because I took this video of a tea for 2, and it looks like the guests need to share the donut or tart or choose one or the other. Not sure, and I didn't ask. I do know I enjoyed the sweets I was served. In terms of tea to drink, I never saw an actual tea menu. Here you are served 3 teas automatically. The first tea, I believe, was a blue butterfly pea flower tea.
The first tea we actually serve is white tea, but each time I say that, I look like I'm actually lying because it's so blue. It actually looks like Kool-Aid, but it's actually white tea mixed with, did you know butterfly blue pea? The butterfly blue pea.
It wasn't my preference, and it tasted kind of savory to my palate. The tea arrives to your table pre-steeped, so you don't need to worry about tea bags or leaves. The size of your teapot would be determined by the number of people in your party. Mine is for 1. Just me. The second tea is served around the time you start your scone tier, and it was Earl Grey. You know that was my favorite one. I asked Jen why she only fills the cup halfway full, and she explained that it allows the tea not to get too cool too quickly if you refill your teacup more often. Meh, I like a full cup. The final third tea was a jasmine green tea, which was served around the sweet tier time. It paired nicely with the sugary desserts. I prefer to just choose my own tea and stick with it throughout my afternoon tea. However, I really do appreciate the 3 tea tastings and pairings with the flavor. This adds to the experience that they provide here, and is great if you like to try different teas. Kudos on this point of differentiation. The bad and the ugly, nothing here was bad and nothing here was ugly. I wrote in my notes on this venue before coming that this was a pink dollhouse tea, and I think that description works well. This venue is very frou-frou, and of course men are welcome, no children though, but my husband did not join me here because I thought he would be uncomfortable, and I think I made the right call on that. This venue has a high level of feminine energy. Even the bathroom was a sight to behold. As you can see, lots of pink and lots to look at with an emphasis on porcelain teacups. No surprise. It's not my personal preferred aesthetic, but it's absolutely perfect for the ambiance and lasting impression Lady Jen has created for her tea guests. The yummy. The food here was overall yummy, but the bites that stand out to me were the veggie puff pastry, the key lime tart, and the chocolate bonbon. This afternoon tea costs $50 per person and requires a reservation ahead of time. They are open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at this time. It is truly a curated experience by the owner Jen, and she is truly the heart of her business. She is very impressive. But her other staff were also very knowledgeable and seemed adept at providing the same experience to all guests. On deep reflection, I cannot find a single fault in this afternoon tea, so I proclaim that my Queen of Afternoon Tea rating for Lady Porcelain is 5 out of 5 stars. If you're in Montreal on a weekend with your gal pals or sisters, certainly book a table here for afternoon tea and take in all the moments that have been created here for tea guests. Well, that concludes my Montreal Tea Tour. Thanks for watching the 5 videos, and please follow and subscribe for more afternoon tea adventures in the coming months. Sending wishes of peace, love, and heaps of Earl Grey tea, my dear friends.